Always on the move. So there's my late stop market update here. It's past even midnight on California time. Anyway, so we only have a few hours, about 3.5 before futures open up where you can actually trade, and then stock market up later. Well, they're talking already about the Santa Claus rally. They want you to believe it. Now, this is actually a bad sign that they're trying to run pre-market, because what? I'm not kidding. Look at this. We got the S&P 500 up this, Dow this, and also the Russell up. So, they're trying to convince you to get into the Santa Claus rally. Could happen. They get enough people on board the ship of fools, because that's coming down. I told you. You buy now, you can clear this out. You might have to hold it till February, March next year, though, with decay and stuff like that. But the ship of fools is in there. I'm not kidding you. This is ridiculous, especially when you start doing this versus opening it flat or just even slightly red. It would actually been better if you're a bull to open these down red, because that way you can catch the you got the shorts down here. They think they're winning, and then you bring it up and then you cause a short squeeze right here. When you come to the top like this, they can pressure this down. I'm not surprised tomorrow if this don't see this. It'll get all probably wiped away at some point. Even if they don't hold it green, it'll be wiped away, if not turn red, right? I told you we still have that in play, where we had the Monday, a Black Friday, and a Black Monday, or red days in those. That's still in play because they cleared this out in the last. But anything can go here. So that's why I'm not really doing it. So here, so that's what I'm going to show you here real quick. That the silver. Let's start with the bad news first. Silver. I remember I told you I sold some off on that last it was Friday before this break, because I tell you, silver's not moving. It's still got a down gap. It's going to come down and fill these gaps. But I'm tired of getting worn out on the silver, right? I mean, geez, it's been, so I moved some of that silver. Remember, I put it into the UVXY to go VIX up north, and also to see, I had the China. So God, she does. Oh, and to the long of the Boyle. See, that's the thing, is those assets are moving together. So silver is going to move up with natural gas. And I'll show that in a minute, that we are doing great on that natural gas short. I have more in that portfolio than the silver now, because I moved out of that, moved into the other, to the natural gas. And that's not the anyway. All right, so let's see what we got here. So the VIX, I'm not gonna, well, I guess we can look at the VIX because we want the UX. Well, I don't want to really review the VIX because we've done that so much. Oh gosh, I'll do it real quick here, just to show what we're looking at, so I have an idea of where we, the up or down, which position we want to be in. All right, here we go. The VIX, I told you, I still think we're going to see a retest of this area up here to the 25, easy. So the VIX long, see, we're in this channel. You see that channel there? That channel, I told you, 20 and 25. So already the future, it's going to be in between this candle, right? So this big long candle is the problem, because we're going to see movement in and out of this candle, but once it breaks either way, this way or that way, but down here you're going to probably have a test of a double bottom, a worst case scenario. With current market conditions, and also look, I told you, I don't see that happening, so I'm talking too fast. So anyway, so we have this turn up here, which goes here, and we've seen that run since then. See, I told you, when you get that MACD crossover, it's still holding here. So, and we need to get to about the zero line before it's any concern of that VIX not moving up. Remember, VIX moves up, stock market moves down, right? So, seriously, to try to roll that over, I don't see it. If it pops down in tomorrow or a day or two, I see it coming right back up, right? But anything's possible. Oh, and so also with this, let me expand this out. I told you we have a nice, it's a small one. They usually want more extended, but in the W pattern where they does it slight angle back and then launches, right? But we don't want it to come down here too much. We want it to kind of start pulling up here, right? Okay, so there's the VIX, okay? And the UVIX size along of that VIX, so I'm not going to bring that one up. I do want to bring up, real quick, well, the China market, I'll show that in a second. Let's see, VIX, silver, still problem. I'll bring that up just so you can see why that it sucks. I mean, a lot of people move silver, and let's see here, the full screen here, real quick. All right, let's see what we got on silver. Boy, that thing is just nasty overbought. God, I just can't believe they keep forcing that. Oh, I see why they're bringing it up. They're trying to get rid of that gap there. Look. Here we go. I see what's happening. That's why this future, that's why they might sell it down. Oh, I can't even draw this right. See this gap right here? Right there. That gap right in between these two candles, two red candles. They want to fill that gap, right? So probably what's going to happen, they're going to fill that gap and then bring her down, right? Because we got this gap here to fill down below. And we got the MACD rollover, so it should be coming down. We got a gap here. I mean, look at this. This is just horrifying. So we should see silver down in here, but anything can play. But I'd still say you're going to get this cleared soon. And let's see, is there anything else in the pattern I'm missing, long or short? Because remember, we don't want to choose. Yeah, see, it's a mess up here. We don't even have any 3 white candles of soldiers, but anyway, we got that gap fill probably in the morning, and then they bring this thing down and then hit that one eventually. And then, like I said, we come back and hit that line there, right? Oh, there's no one down here. There you go. That's right. That 1950. I keep saying that right there, right? I'm not sure there might be any gap here, so I see them coming down and testing all the way at the 1900, 19.00. All right. How's the volume? Let's see. Let's look at the volume. Let's see, they had a good stick up. They distributed on to the bulls. That's actually not a bad, that's a bad sign, friends, when you have a big green stick up like that, especially when you're already in the climb. Now, if you have a bottom and a stick up, then that means accumulation, but that is distribution. They're unloading on, let's see if we can find another one on that. Well, they're unloading on the, see, here's a good one. See how you're kind of down a little bit. It's not terribly down, but it comes down and then it rebounds. Here you're already up. Look at this. You're already up on the top, a new high there over months, and then kind of new top. Boy, they're going to distribute on you. God. So, I mean, I could be wrong here, but it's not good. Second here, you have this big stick up, and watch, they distributed all the way down before it covered. They unloaded on all those bulls. Boom, and then brought it up. Are you kidding me? That's nasty. Here we have an M pattern. You can see that in play. Breaks and then like that. You can see that. What else we got? Trying to see anything else that show you kind of similar. Well, oh, here's one. Oh, yes. Look at this. Another distribution. See this? Right there. Boom. Look at the volume. The green was right there. The volume. See that volume? Look how high it is. Boy, they unloaded on the bulls. Oh, you are kidding me. Then wop, 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 and they unloaded all the way down. See? See how the volume just starts trickling off, and then boom, and it's like, whoop. I mean, seriously, had a slight rebound, but then it just went down further. They unloaded all the way on those folks. They got to get rid of all those shares between here, so you got to fit all that shares you got to unload on everybody. All right, so that's that. Silver, let's see, now let's go for the, I need to look, so you know what, I'm just going to let that play out tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it. I might cover if it's flat and move the funds to somewhere else. I might get out of the position of the short on that silver, okay? All right, Boyle, UNG, it's actually up. It is up. I actually got Boyle, which is the ETF 3 times the movement up. Pre-market, it's not right there because that number is actually better than that. I'll show you in a minute. This is awesome because that's when I loaded silver and really loaded in this thing. Let's see here. Yeah. Look at that. We got that gap there. But like I said, that's not good for me on the silver because it's a problem. We got 2 gaps here that need to be filled. Right there, right there. Now keep it in mind. We have a heavy stick there. They broke a new low, but look, the new low break was actually lower, the volume. See this? That volume was lower on the last trade on Friday. That should have been heavier. If they were, like, see here? See this? See how heavy that is? Right? So what it means is, it can mean a couple things. That it still could be negative or positive overall, because that means they weren't able to, they didn't come in and accumulate to bring that up further. This red is actually accumulation versus distribution. So they're kind of accumulating on it, right? But it's kind of a bad deal because you got to be careful in this trade because, it could be a leak volume because they're going to come in and pound it down lower with heavy volume, right? I'm trying to see if there's a snare that way they start playing around a little bit. Let's see, I can't really find one in here. I was thinking over here in this area, trying to show you an example. The thing I don't like is look at that, dang it. That MACD, you got to be honest, it is rolled over. It's over, so I need to get out of that position. Actually, I want that to take the play, but God, this might not be the time for that to get filled. It could be way later because we've already got the MACD pushing down mean, that natural gas is it wants to come down here. You kidding me? So let's see. Let's see the last time we had a push down where it finally broke. Yeah, see, we got this trail over here where it's trying to hold up. See, it's already turned down here. It's fighting and fighting, does a little bit, and then boom, it just rolls off. Trying to show you another example. See, look, we are down here already. Look at this. Oof. Let's see. But we are under the 0 bar, which means there's been a lot of already on this path going this way. What I mean is, see that 0 line here to 0, 0, 0? That's okay because this thing could turn up sooner than, like even before this out here, before you this all the way down here, right? So let's see. Is there any that's around that shows you where you have this down play and then pull back? Yeah, see, everything is negative once it turns down, because even here you have a temp and then it just comes off. See, is there anything else? So we gotta be honest here with ourselves. Here's one where it kind of does that. It turns down here, but you got low, and then you got, but see, they've all been sharp pullbacks. See here where we're rolling down here. That's where it's slightly on the 0 line, and then it picks up and slowly moves up. Let's see what we got here. God, that's just bad. Darn it. So, I mean, it could try to turn up, but boy, I tell you what, it better turn tomorrow, because this thing is getting bad in that position. What else? Is that all right? We did that. VIX, boom. And all right, so I need to think about other plays in play. Boy, I don't know. Treasuries, we were too late on that. Oh, we got to hold back on that. Let's see. We got to put little dots there. TMV, is that it? Yeah, let's hit that sucker. Yeah, 4% run up on last Friday. Man, I missed that darn run. I was pissed because I already missed stuff. I've been waiting that. Oh my God, that thing is just still got room to move up. Look at it, but it's too sharp. It's too steep. See, you don't want to catch this thing. It is gone. It is moved out. See, we got all those gaps up. Boy, they really, look at those gaps. Oh, those are going to fill. I'm not kidding with it. Okay, so here's what we're looking for: a cup and handle. It may come up here, but then it's going to pull back. Now, I don't know if it's going to try to pull back and go all the way down here. That means cup and handle is broken, right? A cup and handle is a positive thing, so you want it to drag and then shoot back up again. Let me do that again for you. So you come back here, you make this cup, right? What's done, and then pulls back slowly like this, and then goes back up again, okay? But what concerns me about this, well, not concern, is that because I want to get into that thing, comes up and then fills all those all the way down here. That means no cup and handle. That means they could do break that channel there and go lower. Okay, let's see where the low is. That's around 110. Whew, that thing, there's an 85 down there. So anyway, so this thing is just heat, but like I said, you got this crossover, go to the 0 line, so it's got room to play around up in here. So anyway, so I'm just watching that one, right? Anything else? I don't know. I'm not even playing Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a joke. It's all going to 0, folks. I'm not kidding you. People don't realize the Fed is it's all set up probably next year. They're going to crash the dollar and try to introduce the federal Bitcoin, their Bitcoin, nobody else's. They've already got in play with the whole court system that we've been watching. They're going to make a mockery of it and maximize the pain and stupidity of it so they can justify their actions. Oh, God, that is bad. Is BITO that the short or long? Yeah, BITO, is that the short or long? I think that's the long, right? Look at that. Got that gap there. It needs to fill. Oops, there. Just stay out of Bitcoin. It's still down here, so it could try to cover a little bit, but it's coming down. It's coming down. I'm not kidding you. It's BITO. That is the what's a ProShares Bitcoin trade? Yeah, that sucker's gone. It's all gone. All right. So that's it. God bless. See what happens in the morning. Take care.